I'd rather be 9 people's favorite thing than 100 people's 9th favorite thing.
DJGadget here, and I am going to review Title of Show. What's the title? Title of Show. Exactly, what's the title? It's Title of Show. Music and lyrics by Jeff Bowen, book by Hunter Bell. It's a musical about making a musical about making a musical. The whole set is 4 chairs and a keyboard, and it is playing at the Granite Theatre March 22nd to April 7th, 2024. You have to find time between those dates to go see this show. If nothing else at the Granite Theatre, if you're not a season ticket holder, that's fine, no judgment here, but this show has to be my favorite on the entire list, and they nailed it. For tickets, you can call 401-596-2341 or go to granitetheater.org. Theater is spelt right, so it has an R-E at the end. Remember that. Little theater with a big heart, and I can see this instantly within the show. Title of the show is about 90 minutes, I believe, and there's no intermission, which I actually love. It's a long show, but I don't like intermissions. I never go to the bathroom or get another drink or get a snack. I just sit there and wait for the play to start again. So personally, I don't like intermissions. Sometimes they're useful for an extremely long play. You kind of need your brain to stop for a second and absorb what was going on in the play, but I want to be part of that moment for the entire time until it's over. So I don't like intermissions. So this was another point earned by the Title of Show cast and production crew. If you're an artist at all and you're getting ready for any show or festival or production of your art for the public eye, this show hits home so hard. It's like you're an artist. You paint all the time. You love your art until there's a show and they want you to be in it, and now you have to pick your art and you're like, I can't even paint, I don't even draw. What? No, I'm not an artist. I want to be an accountant when I grow up. You just get this awful imposter syndrome. That's it. Kind of like I used to DJ karaoke, and then when people would ask me to sing a song, I would be like, music? I've never heard that before. We have 4 people in the entire cast. Huge cast. I don't know how they did it in this small little theater. Let's just go through them. We have Nick Perry. He has done a lot of plays in his past. He's a great actor. He nailed it. He plays Jeff, or you'll hear him referred to as Jeffy a lot. His emotion, his frustration, his everything just really went in stride with the creative process. I think he did phenomenal. He was loud enough. His movement made sense. Everything about him, nothing distracted. He was great. Kyle Ferreira is Hunter. This has to be one of my favorite characters, because to find out that Kyle has not done this before is insane, because he did so good. I don't know what Nicole does with these actors. Nicole DiMattei, she's the artistic coordinator, and she took somebody who never acted before and made them into a prime candidate for any play, as far as I'm concerned. Kyle is born and raised in Westerly. He loves the outdoors. I had the honor of meeting him. He was on Man About Town with me and Rona Mann. He is freaking adorable. He's never done this, and he didn't want to tell his family he was going to go be in a play or rehearse for a play, because I don't know if it was the fear of what if he got rejected and he told his family and got his family all excited and now he has to tell them, oh, I didn't get the part, or if it was acting in general. But it was really funny to hear him say, I didn't tell my family for the longest time. I'm like, you had to come out as an actor. That's adorable. He is great. His personality, everything is definitely Hunter. Liza Tannenbaum is Heidi, and her confidence on the stage is outstanding. She's done quite a few productions in her past. She's won some awards. She nails Heidi so well. In the play, Heidi is this girl who goes to auditions all the time. She's trying to get on Broadway as much as she can. She's been in 2 past Broadway performances. She is currently, while the play is going on, auditioning for The Little Mermaid. That is a Broadway show. This play actually shouts out to an uncountable amount of Broadway shows. They have one song about playbills that is expertly executed, where they are pulling out playbills and making a whole song out of playbill names. It's genius. The preparation that Granite threw into this with stacking the playbills in the box and having them pull them out right as they say the name was really phenomenal and added comedy and just this flow that can't be matched. Sarah Paprocki is Susan. One of my personal favorite characters of this play is Susan. Sarah has studied in New York, Los Angeles, and London. And it's funny because she works her corporate office day job during the week and does theater and tends bar in the evenings. That's Susan. She works as an office manager, and then she's helping Jeffy and Hunter with this play on her time off. I think it was really smart to cast Sarah because sometimes you have to learn a character. I feel like she was this character. Even though Susan is not Sarah, I feel like Sarah at some points could have felt like she was playing herself because she's talking about the corporate world, and it gives you a little chuckle because I'm not going to ruin it, but she is very feisty, very snarky, and I love her sense of humor. It's a little bit dark, and it's great. There is one thing that I'm kind of upset about, and that's all these actors, the 4 main actors got their profile, their headshot, and their little bio. But one person that was in the play did not, and that's Larry. Larry is the keyboard player. He has a few lines, he's referenced a bunch of times, and he plays all of the music for the entire play. And I feel like he was definitely part of the cast. Larry was played by Patrick Berry. He's been in the business for like 25 years, and he also writes musical theater. I just feel like he should have had a little bio and a picture just like the cast because he was definitely part of it. And I feel like through the creative process without Larry, where would the play be? If someone were to ask me about language in the play, I mean, there's French. They do sing in French for a second, but I know what you're talking about. There is some strong language in the play. I don't think it's a huge deal. And even in the play itself, they do mention, what if my grandma hears it? But your grandma's been through wars and love and loss, and she can deal with the F-bomb. As far as like bringing your kids, if your kid is going to be a Broadway hopeful, if they're going to be in the art world, I don't think an F-bomb is a big deal for them to hear. And just let them know you can't say mother effer all the time. I think if they're going to be in the creative world, they need to experience self-expression. The swears that were used in the play expressed extreme emotion when they were used. It wasn't unnecessary or anything like that. When you leave this play, this production, there's going to be so many instances in your life where you're going to think to yourself, die vampire, die. Yes, that's a song in the play, and it's phenomenal. It really tells you, believe in yourself, create your art, and don't let anyone try to clean it up, clean it out, or dilute it. I think that's a huge lesson for kids, but it is your choice. I'm letting you know right now, there's language. I believe in your kids to do the right thing when in public speaking to other people, so I hope you do too. I've watched quite a few shows at Granite Theatre, and every one gets better and better. I think the back of house is working the hardest they can to add whatever they need to make shows the best quality they can be. I think they possibly added another speaker or something because the sound in the show was phenomenal. Everything was able to be heard. They did get quiet sometimes. The sound quality and being able to hear them did not waver. This is something that I always bring up when I do a review because I'm a little hard of hearing. I've been a DJ since 2009 and my hearing has definitely taken a beating. Being next to huge speakers that are taller than myself. Every time somebody uses a microphone wrong, I get a squealing screech in my ears. Wearing headphones to be able to hear songs over songs that are playing. My hearing is terrible. I cannot hear very well. I have to be like looking at you to know what you're saying. And Granite Theatre has actually listened. And it hasn't been their fault. It's my fault. It's my hearing. It's my experience. But something that Granite has done is tried to mitigate that. And I think that shows how much they care about their audience. Because I'm not special. I'm not the only one that is hard of hearing in the community. And they really want the sound to be able to travel to the people who are paying to be part of this experience to watch this show. Title of show is like a microcosm of the creative process. Like I said before, any show that you're going to be part of brings on all these feelings and it's really stressful. And title of show is not afraid to express that. Friends were fighting. At some points, there was doubt there's the inevitable when you're an artist, how do you make money off of your art? As an artist myself, I have a hard time pricing myself or charging people for my art, which is, creating atmosphere and creating a mood through DJing or through sound design. It's so much more than just playing the jukebox or pushing play on a song. It's creating a memory. If I'm hired for somebody's wedding, that's a huge responsibility. I am in charge of their memories. When they hear a song on the radio, they're going to go, do you remember the night we got married and this played and it just felt like we were the only ones in the world? I want that. I want my art to flow through you for the rest of your life. I get sick every time I'm about to go on stage and perform for people who I don't know, strangers. You actually become part of their family for maybe one night only. It's really cool, and that's what Title of Show reminds me of. It's the self-doubt and the do we have enough time? You never have enough time to play your show, to do what you do. I think this group of actors and this group of production team, thank you so much for choosing this show, because it did actually make it to Broadway, and it spent about 3 months on Broadway. The whole point of this season for Granite Theatre is to tell stories, to kick it off with a story about a story about a story. Amazing. It's a really good choice. Hats off to Granite Theatre. As I said before, it started on March 22nd. This show ends on April 7th. A really cool part that I got to experience was like a Q&A with Nicole and Anthony Caparelli. They talked about their show and getting into festivals and getting into venues with their show, The Imbible, which was so cool because it wasn't just, a Q&A with somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. These people did what this show is about. That is inspiring, and I'm envious, and I want to be just like them when I grow up, and it was a real treat, so I want to thank you for that. They might do it again with other select shows, so hopefully you get to see it. If not, we have a treat for you after the show closes. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but I definitely have a little snippet, a video, but I'm not releasing it until after the show closes, just in case you get your own experience with them. I don't want to dilute it. So this is DJGadget. I had a great time. Thank you, Granite Theatre. And that was Title of Show. Go see it. I 100% recommend it. 10 out of 10. Or maybe I should say 9 out of 9, because I'd rather be 9 people's favorite thing than 100 people's 9th favorite thing.